How's it going, everyone? Chase Moss here at the Golf Academy at Horseshoe Bay, and today we're going to talk about how to get your body and the club in the correct position early on in your golf swing. So let's get right into it. There's two big things that I see for most people who struggle with both contact and direction. The first one being what we call reverse spine tilt. And what that is as you take the club away, as you can see, my spine will actually start to tilt towards the target. And so that leaves me in kind of a position where I only have two ways to go from there. My first option is to go over the top and continue in this reverse tilt, or to back out of it, try to get back to the inside of the golf ball, throw my hands at it. Both of which are really tough to achieve good contact and control of direction. The second one that I see is as they take the club away, they'll roll this club to the inside. Sometimes they'll roll the face open as well. Now my arms are trapped behind me, so I can either return too far to the inside of the golf ball, or in an effort to get the club back out in front of me, I'm going to go over the top, throw my hands and arms out, kind of wipe across it, and that's where I see a lot of people hit that weak fade that they don't like to see. So let's get into the fixes for those. One of the biggest fixes that I found for reverse spine tilt is putting yourself in a good starting position to allow your body to move into the proper tilts. What I tend to see with most people who struggle with reverse spine tilt is they will align their body to kind of start moving that direction. And so like here you can see that my spine is already a little bit tilted that direction. My upper body's in front of my lower body. Everything about this starting position leads me to want to move this direction. So how do we reverse that, or how do we flip that? Because we still do want some pressure on our left side anytime the golf ball is on the ground. That way we can get our downward strike. So in order to achieve this left pressure or front foot pressure and create the proper tilts, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hips and we're going to give them just a little bump this way. But when we do that, we want to make sure that our upper body remains centered. So we don't want to bump everything over here, because now I've just kind of created this reverse tilt at setup. I'm going to take my left hip, bump it forward, and keep my upper body centered. So now we create this left pressure. I've got my tilt in the proper position, so when I take the club back, I'm more inclined to want to stay on this side of the golf ball, not fall towards the target. Step two is making sure we get this club on plane going back. So when we get to this checkpoint of club parallel to the ground, we want that club head to be on our hands or slightly just outside of our hands. If this club starts getting behind our hands, the momentum is going to carry us into a spot where it's really difficult to get back down to the golf ball and control contact and direction. So a good fix for that, or a good little drill, is to get yourself squared away at this little checkpoint here when the club's parallel with the ground. Make sure that that club is in line with your hands or slightly outside. And then start your swing from there. Just hitting little 50-60% shots out there to get comfortable with that club being in that position. So I'm going to give you an example of a swing that has both reverse spine tilt and this club getting trapped behind me early. It's really, really difficult to find your way back down to the golf ball in a consistent fashion. As you can see there, made okay contact, but direction went pretty left. It's really difficult to get your body to work in sync if it's moving in a bunch of different directions. So if I'm falling towards the target, my hands and my arms are trapped behind me, or the club is trapped behind me, it's really hard to match that up. You also end up losing out on some speed when you do that. Now I'm going to show you an example of the checkpoints we'd like to see in the golf swing. So when I get in here, what I'm really going to make sure of is that I take that left hip or your front hip, bump it forward while keeping the upper body centered or stable. So I don't want to move everything towards the target, just this hip. That way I've got some pressure here, create my tilts. And then I'm also going to make sure that when I take this club back, it remains outside of my hands. I'm not letting it roll inside behind me. That way, everything from my big muscles, my arms, my hands, they can work in sync a little bit better. Put us in a good position to deliver the club with accuracy and power. So tilts, make sure I keep that club head outside, make the swing. As you can see there, picked up some more speed and distance as well as some accuracy, both of which were due to the fact that I put my body in a better position to deliver the club back to the ball with as few changes and accommodations as possible. So I was able to move more in sync, a little bit faster, without having to wait and adjust on the way down. If you're interested in a lesson or a clinic, links will be down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.